going on, guys? Good morning. So it's looking like after FOMC, we're right back to that 74.11. So what I'm looking for is, drag this over here real quick. We'll use this as our pivot today. So over 74.11. We got that 74.54 target. We can get back up. If we reject 74.11 and start breaking down, we can see 73.63, possibly back down this even lower lows of 7,300. So for me, that 74.11 is going to be my pivot. For SPY, it's going to be the same thing. I want to see this 736 hold. We can get a push back up to 744. As long as we hold the 732, you can play longs off this as well. And the real short for me would be the break of 732 down to 716. Excuse me. Anyone for QQQ? If we break and hold over 675, we could see a move up to 687. Same thing with 667 holding. You can play longs off this as well. Under 667, I do like the shorts back down to 650. And for NQ, we did get to that 27,540. So what we want to see here is a hold over 27,963 with a push back up to 28,640. Same thing with this 27,540. We look to play longs off this. If we give that out, that is our short confirmation with a short down to 26,727. Excuse me, guys. You guys have any questions? Yeah, you know what's funny, Watson? The Microsoft, I have that 426 level. Where did my tech go? There it is. Right here. So we talked about that 396, right? Remember we were talking about this 366 to 396? It's just hovering over 425. There's nothing till 456. I would use this as your guide, the 425 basically. As long as you hold this bias long, you break the 425, you can play the shorts back down. It has a big move to either direction. I know it seems a lot, but there's not much liquidity. That I did have. Yeah, right there, 396, right to the 425. Yep, as long as we hold this, you could be generous and say, right here, 432. Use this as TP, but ideally, there's really not much up there. If you look on even a bigger time frame. Yeah, the daily didn't even open up yet. So right here, this is why I like the 456. Like I said, the bigger time frame, zooming out. You could even say 450. You had the gap up right there. You do have a gap right here too. I don't know if you see it from this wick. Looks like yeah, you got a gap right there. Maybe you'll fill that gap. Who knows? Or maybe we just make a lower high right here, right? Sell off, retest, and just break down. Or we just sit in this range from 425 to 366, which is a pretty big range. So, but at the end of the day, I would use that 425 as your pivot. We have Apple earnings today. So we had jobless claims this morning. Today, yep, we have Apple, Amazon, Reddit, Roblox. Good amount of earnings this week or today, not this week. Yep. Today we got news at 10, Atlanta Fed GDP. And yep. Today's a big day for earnings. I would not recommend swinging after hours, excuse me. So just keep in mind we have a little news at 10 o'clock. That's what I'm thinking too. For Apple, we might just keep grinding higher. They might just pump it into earnings. For ES, I want to see that 74.11 reclaim. Basically, the level we watched yesterday before earnings. If we could hold that, we can get a nice clean push back up. If we reject that, I'm just looking to take shorts back to 73.63. They really sold off the market after the FOMC pump. We called that 74.80 too. Back to the high day. We legit called it. I didn't think we were going to get a rejection like that. I was already gone. I opened it up last night. I saw it at 73.50 or whatever it was. And I know my Meta got clapped too. Meta, she's still getting worked. Meta under 534, which is rejecting right here. Clean short to 500. Apple. I was gonna tell you, Watson, for that short for MEO. Since you don't even look at the contract. Damn, look at Microsoft just pushing still. I don't. You said over 425. You got 456. It should. Here's Apple rejecting. Meta's rejecting. Amazon under 233 is a nice short, down to 225. Apple eyes have no levels because it's just making higher highs. The only thing I got is this 317. You could look to target. Tesla's just getting annihilated. Yeah, like depends what happens, Jada. At 74.11. If we reclaim that, I like the long below it. I like that short right here if it fails. Using that as a guide. It sucks. If you look at after hours, level to level, 63, 73, 63, right to our 74.11. And then today will be the chop. What's the level for Meta is 534 is your pivot. Over 534, you could try longs to 543. Under 534, you got 500 below. There's not much. Let me get back to Thinkers trade of 8. Yeah, we're claiming that 414, 411. We could hold. I like the longs, guys. If we get a retest right here. Ideally, I'd like this value area high. Even this 395 right here. We get some volume. Could be the short, like I said. The 74.11 is the short, or it's you could try to see if it reclaims and go for the long. I'm not going to hop in the first 30 seconds, though. Under 7,400, you could see a retracement back to 73, 75. So ideally, like if we lose this 400 right here, we can come all the way back down to this POC, most likely. Meta's still rejecting 534, Watson. Amazon actually broke that 233 we just talked about. And there goes Microsoft. She's heading for that 456. It almost retested. I didn't even catch that. I wasn't looking. Opened, wick down. We hit 431. And she's just going to probably climb or get fairly close to that 450. Nvidia's projecting 194. She's probably heading to 189. Did anyone go for the 411 short at open? Yeah, she's SPY. She's rejecting that 736. They're popping it right off VWAP. Let's see. Back to the 7411. No, I didn't see the monthly chart. I usually just look at the daily. I mean, it looks like it's topped out on the bigger time frame, in my opinion. Shows a lot of tech. If we break 400, I'm probably going for shorts. Yeah, the monthly still has to close, though. They could push it back up and reclaim structure, and that can also become a wick. Unless it already closed the candle. I don't know. I didn't check. For me right now, I need this 7411 to either hold to reclaim for this daily, or if it rejects for me. Personally, I like the short, but mine's off the daily time frame as well. Numbers news at 10. And Meta really got, or Microsoft really got to that 451. Did you catch that long, Watson? Literally almost level to level. 425 to 451. We had 456. So far, we're just pinned at 411. Oh, you're a man. Did you trim at 450? Or are you just still holding? Looks like we're about to fail. Got a lot of selling pressure right here. See if we retest VWAP. This sucks. This could be the long right here. Right off that 400 we were saying. This big bubble. Could get absorbed. Buyers could step in and just run it back up. Under that 400, I do like shorts though. Under 400, back to 375. Over 411, we can see a push up to at least 74.40. About 30 points either way. I mean, Qs look pretty strong. I almost want to take longs off that 400. That's 409 now. Jesus. And they absorbed this right here, that big bubble we were talking about. So ES and NQ are right at a supply zone. ES is holding at that 74.11. NQ's got about 30 more points to go. If they can start reclaiming, should be somewhat clear skies. And for QQQ already reclaimed that 675. She's looking strong. SPY's reclaiming. Probably going to get a push. That 400, this was probably it. That was the retest, in my opinion. If we do get the follow through. You're a freaking man. On the Microsoft? Good shit, Watson. Fucking man. That was a nice play. Yeah, there goes freaking. That was the retest right there. It's probably just going to run. Nah, we're getting up there too. I mean, that 450, that was like my. I mean, 456 was my target. You took it at what, 450 around? It's still solid. Hopefully, you sold on that pump so you get that IV spike. Yeah, I want to get in right here. I just want to pull back. I just can't get one now. Because our NQ already broke our 27963. I'm just looking for a quick retest to take these longs up. That 400 was really it. I saw that right here. $480. That's ideal, yeah. 54 is the TP we got. I'm just looking for a freaking retest. I know that one. We start hammering the longs right here, and then it just pulls back to the 411, 415 even. Hourly looks so good. There's no liquidity here, so it might just squeeze. It sucks. Did anybody take the 11? Oh, you got in at least? At least you got in. Oh my god, come on. 13's not even that bad. Still up 10 points. The 15-minute looks fire. Everything looks fire. Like it just wants to go. Come on. Yeah, I really freaking caught that, man. This was it. This big ass bubble, and it didn't break the 400. I'm still waiting for the retest. If it ever gives it to me. I don't think it is. I mean, you have nothing till 54. You could catch this for 40 points. I mean, at least 40. 74, 40 would be like my trim. 74, 54 is full TP. Dude, come on. You're just gonna squeeze it now. Still looks like it just wants to go. There's legit no liquidity right here. I don't know if you guys see my chart on NQ. Broke that 27,963. Perfect retest. And it's pushing right off of it. Like, it's just textbook freaking. Can't get any more picture perfect at that point. And everything's aligned, right? SPY's popping right off the 736. NQ or Q's off 675. SPY. And I can't find an entry. I would take like 415, 416 if I can get it. And if we'll get a $10 pullback. No, they ain't gonna get it. It's just gonna blast. They are sick. Way to execute, Jada. Oh my god. Look at the hourly. Just looks beautiful. Well, I'm gonna be waiting until 10 o'clock. Anybody catch that 74.11 long besides Jada? And Watson just fucking ate on Microsoft. Let's see if we get a not a rejection, but a retracement. I'm still waiting till 10. Do this bubble printing. Will this be absorbed or will this just be more follow through? Is the real question. Personally, I think it's going to get absorbed and we're going to push back up. Damn, it did get to 422 that quick. That was the retest. It's just going to squeeze to 74.54. If you guys, we talked about on the charts, just there's nothing between it. Perfect. Still looking for an entry. Hoping the 10 o'clock candle. We'll see if I can get a retest at like 417 or something down there. 420 even would be ideal at this point. I just want like one impulsive pullback. Yeah, that was a nice long you had. You got out watching right at like the top too. Yeah, they have one. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for 10. FEG. I already see it. Last 5 minutes. Last like 3 candles have them on the 5. I just need a better entry. I can't long high day. $74.11 was it. Blows right through. So beat. It's just gonna run right to the 54 probably without me. That was my play for the day. I can't even get like a 425 pullback, like 420 anything in the 20s, like mid 20s to low 20s would be at least ideal. I mean, it did the last candle, but I wanted more. We said 440 would be your TP too. That's funny. That'd be your trim target. So we were right there, 436. So if you get a slight rejection after 440, you got nothing till 774.54. We got about 3 minutes till the hourly close. There's just nothing below. It's just so beat. And little bubble print right here. You guys see this? Negative 700 delta. See if they absorb it. We get some divergence here. Could just pop. That means buyers are going to just push it up again from here, which I wouldn't doubt. See the delta's negative, but the price is pushing up. You got some divergence. Most likely going to continue. Buyers are in control. And you got about 30 seconds for that hourly close. See if I get the pullback. Here's the hourly that I wanted. It hit 440 almost to a T. Oh, it did. 440 to a T. That was our trim for anyone still holding from 74.11. I can't even get a pullback. It's just insane. Not one pullback, just running. It's going to run right to the 54, man. .40 move, caught none of it. Blew through the 74.11 and never looked back. Anybody catch those longs or? This sucks. I need like a 22 entry at this point. Somewhere over here. 22 to like 25. He's got a shit ton of selling pressure right there. You guys see those bubbles printing? Getting bigger and bigger right there. If it gets absorbed, it's just going to push again. I want to see this hourly pivot right here over 440. I'm just going to go for it, guys. All right, I'm just going to try it. I got light size right here. I'm looking to take this thing to 54. I'll do 52 just to be safe. I'll just start adding in on the pullbacks, I guess. I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Shit. They rejected it. And that's what I was saying. It's going to give me the entry once I get in. I did late size. It'll give me the 22 now that I've been saying the whole time. See what tech's doing. Yeah, the 22 is going to be the ad. I might engulf this whole thing on the hourly. That'll be disgusting. It's really going to retrace when I got in. That's so beat. Yeah, the selling pressure is pretty aggressive right now. I'm looking to add a 22. Amazon's just pushing. This would be it. I just added. I'm looking to just get out probably for BE if I get it at this point. I'm not crazy. Just gonna reject probably. Got to take out 35. Basically, my freaking over 35. This thing could push back up 40, which would be decent, but I'm not even. The 15 looks kind of shitty, and the hourly looks kind of beat. Unless something flips. It's done. I gotta fucking sell this thing. See all the red, it's probably gonna reject. So much selling pressure up here. So far, it's holding right where it needs to hold. It has to hold this 30. Got to take out 35. Over 35, it looks good again. As of right now, I'm not crazy about it. Come on, take out that 35. Over 35, the whole like hourly flips again. It'll look beautiful for longs. Really over 40, but 35 is like the first hump. I don't think we're going to get it. I might just cut it right here for 100 and change loss if we don't get this pop right here. There's the 35. Come on, take it out. Nope. If this thing flips 40, it's out. Over it. I'm not even fucking around. It's gonna flip now. I'm over it. That whole fucking entry was shit. I said I'm gonna wait for 22. For some reason, I got in at freaking 39. Too high risk of a trade for me. Should have added up. Should have got in around 25. Like I said, 22 to 25 was it. Instead, my average was what, 35, 37? Yeah, it's rejecting right there. There's no point of hoping it's going to break that 40. That wasn't even worth the fucking risk. Force that trade. At least I got out. Yeah, under 30, it's done. At 30, 31 we were just talking about, it's a clear short. The only long is over 40 at this point. Well, this sucks. There's really just no trade anymore. Under 30, I like shorts. Over 40, I like longs. That's really it. I tried that breakout at 40, which was super high risk, and it failed. I'll show you why we were taking it, because that hourly pivot, right? 40, the inside. So I was looking for continuation up back to this 54, or wherever 54 is right here. And I got stuffed and rejected. When they play out amazing. You'll catch 40, a good amount of points. The only thing is, when they get rejected, you got caught at the top. They'll pop it now. Did it hit 22 right there? No, 20, 29. That could have been it. Now there's the 35 we were talking about. If they flip this whole thing and go run it now, I'm going to lose it. See something like this too. Come on. I don't know if it'll break or not, but boom. Just in a range right now. Over 40, it's gone, in my opinion. If it can hold above 40. This really flips over the 40. I'm going to be sick, man. It looks like she's trying to hold now. Are we going to double top, or are we going to take that 40 out? I mean, it's just indecisive. I'm probably going to call it a day, guys. We're just trapped right here. So whoever caught that 74.11 breakout we talked about right here, you guys did pretty well. Right now, it looks like we're just cooling off or we're topped out. Over 74.40, you can get continuation, but it looks like she's about to start rejecting. And under 74.30, if you do get the close, you can play down to this volume shelf right here. Back to like 74.11. Right now, there's no direction, in my opinion, just sideways after that morning rally. Yeah, I think I'm just going to call it a day. I'm not even going to sit here. If we do get some movement, I might come back later. But yeah, under 74.30, shorts are on the table. Over 74.40, longs are on the table. That's really where we're at. Right now, we're just between that range. But I'll see you guys later or possibly tomorrow.